Big vibes. Stay blessed. It's your boy Black Finesse. We back with another yarnhub video, another World War II story. And this one, it looks like it's a over the seas, maybe Pacific or something like that. But this is called When a Destroyer Rammed a U-Boat and Left the Crew in the Water. Damn. Okay, we can get right into it. This one's about 11 minutes long, 5.5 million views 4 months ago. We were catching up. Let's get it.
It's 1 a.m. on the 1st of November 1943, and the USS Bravery is hunting for a U-boat in the midst of a terrible storm in the North Atlantic.
Okay.
A contact appears on the ship's radar. In command is 30-year-old Lieutenant Charles Harris Hutchins. He quickly issues the order to give chase at maximum speed.
Flank speed.
And the USS Bravery powers through 15-foot waves.
I would get so sick.
But nearby, around 5 nautical miles away, sits U-405, a Type 7C U-boat under the command of Korvettenkapitän Rolf Heinrich Hauptmann. The U-boat is surfaced, and it's recharging its batteries under the cover of darkness.
Ram the U-boat.
When, deep within the ship, the hydrophone operator hears something.
Oh, U-boat's a sub, basically.
It's the unique telltale sound of propellers churning through the water. Hauptmann knows there's no friendly ships in the area. This has to be an American. Alarms ricochet through the U-boat, and the 45-man crew urgently prepare to dive below the surface.
They're moving fast as shit.
Back on the USS Bravery, Hutchins searches.
When they mean 90, does that mean 90 miles an hour?
He can't see a thing, but the radar operator continues providing updates. Hutchins orders course corrections in response.
2000, bearing 265.
Until the U-boat vanishes from their radar screens.
Contact has been lost, sir.
The news sends chills down Hutchins' spine. The U-boat has submerged, and that can only mean one thing. The Germans know they're here. And
they do.
The two are in a deadly game of cat and mouse.
At speed, and he returns on sonar.
With the submarine submerged, sonar tracking the echoes from a U-boat is their only chance. There's a contact.
Sonar contact 2,000 yards, bearing 17.
Ah, so they got a sonar for
Hutchins
above and below water.
On board the U-boat, the submariner on the hydrophone listens intently, but it can only hear Bravery's general direction. The data isn't precise enough for a counterattack. What he can hear is ever louder propellers and the regular sonar pulse emanating from Bravery.
They're speeding up.
Sie sind sehr nah, Herr Kommandant.
Hot backboard.
Turn to port.
Meanwhile, aboard the USS Bravery, the sonar operators track the U-boat, drifting into range.
600 yards. Prepare port launchers for depth charges.
The crew move quickly, left side depth charge racks clattering as they ready the release. Then, the sonar trace shifts abruptly.
Contact has been lost, sir.
The U-boat has slipped directly beneath their keel.
Oh, shit.
500 yards. Now bearing starboard, drawing fast. Full to starboard.
Hutchins orders a hard turn to pursue the target, swinging the rear of the ship towards the submarine to bring the depth charges to bear.
300 yards. Fire!
The charges launch off with loud thunks, flying through the air and splashing into the sea, right by the U-405's nose. The U-boat is rocked by the blasts. The shockwave punches the submarine's bow.
Shit.
Flooding is impossible to stem when the submarine is fully submerged, as the water pressure is too great, so Hauptmann is left without any choice.
Auftauchen! Geschütze bemannt!
The USS Bravery sails past, and our sailors look back at the scene of the explosion. The water's still settling from the blasts when they witness the mighty U-boat burst from under the sea.
Surface down our stern! Turn on the searchlight! Inform lights where to point!
Lights come on, and U-405 is immediately clear in the light.
Oh, shit.
Dozens of
Y'all better
Germans
be
are
cooked.
pouring out of the hatches, and they rush to man their 20mm guns and open fire.
They start
The
shooting?
weapons
Oh,
come
shit.
alive with loud bangs, sending shells
Like,
streaking
comment,
over the
subscribe.
waves. The shells slam into the USS Bravery's hull and litter
Now,
the
why would they
superstructure,
drop bombs and not
sending
man their
American
battle stations?
sailors diving for cover. On U-405, German sailors brave the heavy wind and waves. The Bravery spotlight shines directly on their faces as they fire away with 20mm guns.
Yeah, y'all
But they
gotta
know is not enough.
Why
The
didn't y'all
German
man
sailors
y'all guns?
scrambled
Y'all
to
just sat
ready
there and
their
watched
much
it.
more powerful 88
Oh,
millimeter
shit.
deck gun. Hutchins knows the danger and acts swiftly.
All guns, local control, point of fire.
The guns open fire.
Ooh.
The first salvos fly over the Germans' heads and splash into the water behind.
I missed.
But it
Come
doesn't
on, man.
take long for Bori's 20mm cannons to find their mark.
Oh.
Shells crash through
One
the
guy hit.
U-405's forecastle, devastating the German gunners, including those manning the vital 88mm.
Oh.
Schwere Verluste gemeldet. Deckgeschütze verstärken. Feuer halten.
There's a stream of determined men. They don't last. They fall in droves, sliding into the deep amid the fray.
Damn, to jump in the water like that?
Brave men reach the 88mm and try to aim. But when they look down the sights, they find themselves staring directly at a wall of 4-inch main guns aimed towards them.
Fuck.
They're too late.
Nah, to put an ad right here is crazy. But
Shells
damn.
slam directly into the forecastle in a brutal strike. When smoke clears, U-405's 88mm gun and its valiant crew are gone.
Sent them flying.
Bori continues its wide-about turn while pummeling the enemy without relent. But it's not enough. Hutchins knows conning tower hits will never sink it.
Shit.
He needs to deal a fatal blow.
Ram it.
The helmsman steers the ship towards the target as Hutchins warns the crew.
Stand by for a ram. Stand by for a ram.
All
Oh, you
hands
about to
brace
ram
as
him?
the ship barrels down towards the sub at 27 knots.
How fast is that?
USS Bori crashes directly into the side of U-405, which buckles her bow. Deep inside Bori, Chief Engineer Kenneth Miles Lucas sees
Wow.
torrents of water gushing from the fissures.
Get me the repair team.
It's crazy how many stories there is in World War. You
Over
can
in
tell there's
U-405,
millions of
Hoffman
stories
stumbles to his
in
feet
World War II.
and orders.
Angriff.
German sailors charge out of the hatches, and a massive firefight breaks out on both decks. Bori's sailors have Tommy guns, pistols, and rifles, but the rest fight with whatever they can find. Flare pistols, shell casings, entire misfired shells, and even kitchen knives.
I'm
Fair
dead.
tools
Kitchen
in this
knife.
chaos.
Kitchen knife. Ooh.
The
you hear
Germans
him?
fight back as best they can, but the Americans have cover and the advantage of elevation.
Golly.
The U-boat's deck grants no cover, and its last defenders
they got the height
don't
advantage,
stand a
man.
chance. The U-405, incredibly, is still afloat and functional, but the crew is devastated, and they've lost all their weapons, except the torpedoes.
30 men.
Volle Fahrt zurück. Hard backboard.
U-405 pulls with all its power in an attempt to slip from Bori's grasp. The Americans watch as the U-405 starts to move underneath them. But not everything is going the Americans' way. Deep in the engine compartment, engineers attempt speedy repairs as the water quickly rises.
Damn,
Lucas and his
shouldn't
men
have rammed them
continue
then.
to work the turbines, battling through the water. The ship moves forward, now laden with hundreds of tons of water filling up its hull. Bori's gunners continue to fire, but they can't strike a final blow.
Yeah, because it's like so
torpedoes.
deep
One
in
of
the
USS
water.
Bori's triple torpedo mounts stirs to life and aims its payload
Triple torpedo.
towards the target.
Fire.
A torpedo blasts out to sea and tears a path towards the enemy. But misses.
Missed.
Hoffman is in a terrible
Damn.
position. The ship's managing, but only 15 of his 45-man crew remain. Heinrich orders a Hail Mary.
Wenden. Torpedos klar machen.
Turn around to.
On the USS
Oh,
Bori,
shit.
the men see the U-405 turning around to attack. Hutchins, though, has a plan.
Disable the searchlight.
The light that had been so crucial to land accurate gunfire goes dark. The men aboard the U-405 see the light go out. Hoffman's surprised. This is their chance to escape.
Torpedoangriff abbrechen. Hart Steuerbord.
But the USS Bori's radar never lost sight of the submarine.
shit. Follow
and
him.
Hutchins' plan has worked.
Enable the searchlight.
The lights come back on, revealing U-405 immediately in front.
Ram it.
Ram it
Hoffman
again?
sees it coming and orders evasive maneuvers. U-405 makes a nimble turn to sneak past USS Bori's starboard side.
Uh-oh.
But Hutchins won't let it go that easily.
Hard to starboard.
The whole ship trembles as it strains through the maneuver, stern swinging out towards the enemy
Oh,
and
you
bringing
can't ram
depth
it.
charges into range.
Fire depth charges.
The canisters fly off the mounts and splash perfectly around the enemy ship. The explosions send U-405 into a tumble. Its hull is now breached beyond repair. There's silence across the water until the Germans fire out flares from their stricken U-boat. It's a signal to surrender. Moments later, 15 survivors and their captain make their way out and board life rafts. USS Bory inches close to the stricken men, seeing what they can do to help in the heaving waves. But a lookout shouts to announce a flare in the distance, shortly followed by an incoming torpedo. They assume it's another German submarine.
It's another sub?
Hutchins immediately orders Bory to turn the stern towards the incoming torpedo to show a thin profile. But that also sends Bory straight into the German life rafts.
No. Oh.
The Bory's crew are forced to abandon the German survivors who await rescue. That rescue would never come, and the men of U-405 were all lost to the Atlantic.
I have not mentioned
USS Bory
another
wins
U-boat.
the engagement, but
It was a random
still
torpedo?
mortally wounded. The flooding cannot be stopped. Lucas and his men continue operating the engines, even as they have to dive to reach the valves. Eventually,
Damn.
they evacuate through the roof hatch. The crew abandoned ship. Tragically, the sea also claimed 27 of USS Bory's 122 men
Damn.
before rescue ships arrived at the scene.
Fuck.
Both Lieutenant Commander Charles Harris Hutchins and Kenneth Miles Lucas survived the war. Hutchins would be awarded the Navy Cross for his
That's
actions.
dope.
Those Japanese are up to something at Midway. What would their perspective look like? Watch the...
Wow. It was a hard fought battle. I mean, the U-boat can't win against a warship like that. Beautiful video. Real quick, subscribe for me, please. Comment, like, subscribe down below. This is boy Black Finesse. We're out.